Hello, everyone. I knew it was magic when I walked through the doors. For the first time in a long time, I didn't feel alone. As I listened to the whispers of pain and the silent cries of hunger, I realized that we had came from the same place of despair and shared the same drive to be better and to have better. I had better up until the year 2017. I felt a lot like Cinderella. All I could do was stand watch while my evil stepsisters, aka life, ripped my world to shreds. Piece by piece, all at once. Love, money, education, the little happiness I had, and everything I knew was gone. Sitting in the remains of my beautiful pink dress, alone in my sorrow, I was forced to find my own light in a room full of darkness. All I had to look forward to was year up, and to be honest, it was the only option I had. This was the moment I was going to push myself. Without knowing it, I was preparing myself for this journey. I started to encounter many moments of what some may call coincidence. My life tends to find a way to come full circle, and Year Up is a perfect example of that. I was accepted into the program in 2014, but I wanted to pursue my passion for graphic design, so I did. However, life had a different plan for me. In 2015, I watched my biggest supporter walk across this exact stage and graduate from the same program. Tonight, he will do the same for me. Because of him, I witnessed firsthand what it took to make it through this program. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to transform into the woman I am today. Full circle. I was in need of extra money, and a close friend from my LC offered me their position at a theater. Turned out it was an event liaison position right where you all sit today, at the Back Bay Event Center. If it weren't for my friend, I would have had to choose between paying rent, paying for the tea, or eating. If it weren't for Year Up, I wouldn't have made that connection that led me here today. Full circle. Lord, if this position at Harvard is right for me, I'll take it. I was unsure if the new library technology intern seat was what I was working towards. Turned out the Lord heard my prayer and gave me an internship that was beyond what I had imagined. Although I was on the IT track at Year Up, I came in hopes of landing an internship that would lead me back to graphic design. On day one at Harvard Library, my managers mentioned several projects that would utilize my design skills. Here I would grow stronger as a designer and a professional. I have made so many connections with students and staff, and I'm truly grateful for the experience. Full circle. During morning prayers at Harvard Memorial Church, next door to my internship, a speaker mentioned the name Reverend Peter J. Gomes. I was surprised to hear a name so familiar, because previous to Year Up, I interned for the Reverend's mentee, Congressman Seth Moulton, as a designer for his campaign. At my internship, I was asked to create a flyer for an award Reverend Gomes was being honored for by the congressman. I then went on to find that Seth had also vigorously studied the organ in the same church I had been sitting in for weeks. Full circle. As someone who is spiritual and practices the law of attraction, I realized I was called to become the keynote speaker tonight. Full circles are not coincidences, they're synchronicities. All those circles link together to form one magical chain of events. Life always lines you up with what you deserve. All you have to do is believe it. At Year Up, they provide you with all the right training and guidance that lines you up for the right opportunities, to be better and to have better. You all came to the right place to be better and to have better, because you wanted it and you deserve it. Most importantly, to my team, if there is one thing I know for certain, it is that you deserve to walk the stage. Before I end this speech, in honor of my team Empower, Jackson is going to lead them in shouting a term that represents community and family. Jackson, you may proceed. That was exactly how I imagined it. We had 1 year to rebuild ourselves, 1 year to build lasting relationships, and 1 year closer to our dreams, becoming a reality. Today, those whispers turn silent, and those silent cries turn to whispers. So in celebration, Jackson, may you please lead us all in shouting one last year for our graduating class of 2018. Thank you all.